welcome back to the Liquid5 Presents a Global Girls Championship, and this is season 2 grand finale once again for all of you guys. And today, this is gonna be the second to last day of the grand finale that we are all set for. And today, it will be all left to weekendy match that we will witness very shortly. But first of all, this will be your caster gaming portal Whiteen alongside me. Once again, it will be another very talented caster for the very fifth time immersive because this is the fifth day. So, Torix, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you so much, Portal, first of all, for that warm welcome. And yes, I'm perfectly fine. I'm gonna ask you the same about how you are. But yes, as you already mentioned, that this is the day fifth, the second last day of the Global Girl Championship season 2. Finally, after like today, 3 matches, and tomorrow 3 matches, we will finally witness who will take the crown for the Global Girl Championship season 2. But with that crown, we also have to discuss who will get how much of that money for themselves, because the total prize pool of this whole tournament is going to be 800 Canadian dollar, out of which the champion is going to have the $300, $200 for the second place, 300 in fact $100 for the third place, fourth place gets a $50, fifth place gets 30, sixth place gets 20, seventh place gets $10 only. But on top of that, there is also the most valuable player of $40 that will go individually to a single player.
Exactly, and then last but not the least, but for the highest shade country post on Instagram, you will also get 50 CAD as separately. So this is the whole prize pool distribution for the tournament that definitely we already just mentioned to you guys at the start of this grand finale as well. But for now, we will move on to our today matches, and once again. This is going to be very interesting because this will be the second time. In fact, this is going to be the last time that we are going to see Weekendy map. But for the matches, the first match will be played in Asia service, second will be played in Middle East, then the third one will be going to the Europe service. So we'll see how the teams will play according to these server divisions. But for now, definitely we will have to see the first match that definitely will start very shortly.
Exactly, we will have to see the first match that will start very shortly. But before any of that, Portal, how about we take a look at the standing that is like of the past 4 days? After the 4 days, we can see the team that is on top right now is One Shot Blossom. Two winner chicken dinners out of like the complete 12 matches, 76 position point and 69 elimination point for these girls with a total of 145 points. They're table they're on top of the table, but on the second spot we can see Angkor PUBG Angel with 133 as well. So somewhat like 12 points difference in this area. Rukh Eternal right behind them with like another 9 points difference. So first and second point is what's like really mattering right now with the 12 points. A singular, like even a second position can attain that much point and take the like crown area for themselves. But for that, the teams have to be careful because even though like it's 3 matches, Portal, there's only like a one singular server where the teams actually get a better ping.
Exactly, and talking about this point standing, definitely we can clearly see the difference between all the teams there from number 1 to number 20. But the team at number at 20th spot, just look at them, only 4 points
Oh my
for
god,
them in the
yes.
first 4 days. That definitely is not looking good. I will talk about all the teams because apart from them, just look at number 19. They've got 22, 18 plus points as compared to team number 20 at number 20th squad, the girls from Blizzard. But onward, definitely would like to now jump into a match though, and we'll see how the match one just goes for the teams. And there we have it. The flight path already has completed the shift, has completed its path though. In fact, and for now we will see our first circle that is going to the side of Dobro Mesto, and definitely this will be that area that has been centralized by the first circle, and there is no squad out there for now. But we can see a very good number on the eastern side of the map.
Exactly, we see a lot of number on the eastern side of the map, and somewhat of that means even outside the circle that the teams will go into the early stages fight. So whether it's Peshkawa, whether it's the Cosmodromes, or even the Kantra side areas, the team will get into a fight somewhat in that area because already 50% is of the circle, in fact, is no longer accessible for the teams. But the other one that is accessible, it's already contested. It's already the teams have already hauled out that area for themselves. So we'll have to see how will the teams actually go. MVP Tweety, somewhat, I think she's AFK here. She's not moving. She only has a 2 DBS in her hand, but right as I said it, she finally like wakes back up, starts to somewhat move, but it's still a no cause right now. But on the other side, the teams that might get into the fight, that is the main question, Portal. Who will it be? Because 17 total teams have joined in this match, and with judging from the number that is 62, I think that somewhat some players might not be alive anymore.
Exactly, and some of the players might not be alive, but at the same time, we can clearly see some teams having 2 to 3 players in the match, and for now, we can see Team Wallstreetbets with the 3 players to their side, though. And for now, in this match, one player hasn't joined the match, so definitely this will be a disadvantage for this team, and the same goes on for the other teams as well if they have the same, though. So we can still expect that we will have a good match, though. Although 3 of the teams definitely have not joined the match, and out of 20 teams that we already mentioned on our overall standing, we were expecting a good competition. We were expecting comebacks from the teams at the bottom side of the table, but unfortunately, some of the teams maybe are heartbroken and they have just
Oh yes.
give up. So we'll say, well, in fact, we're feeling sorry for them though, but hope so they will come back very strongly in the next event. So, but for now, I will talk about Team 1S, I believe, and 1S, One Shot Blossom is that squad that is right now at the top of the table.
Exactly. They're right now at the top of the table, Portal. And in fact, the way that these girls are in fact playing, it's really good. Even right now, with all their floor players that are still standing, they are that girls that do like stay at a safer side at the early stages, and then at the end stages, these are the girls that do the pure domination with the kills. We have already seen the position points was 74 or something, but the kill points, they have 69 kills out of like the 12 matches that they have played. A total of 69 kills have been done by this team. Toxic, Ahana, Zeus, Sarina, these are the 4 girls that will be playing out representing their teams. But will they get into the early fights? That is my first main concern. That is my first question right now, Portal, because I want to see today early fights, because the teams not only have to go inside, even in the circle already has lost its 50% of the radius.
Exactly, and we'll see this where the circle will go very shortly, though. But for now, once again, we'll move on to another name, and that for now we will have Team NN in front of us, who are just rotating. Team No Name is in fact as that squad, at squad number 8 in front of us. The Muffin and the rest of the players are just rotating. But the 2 players that were rotating first of all, now they are left. On a different spot to have a different vehicle so the team can have a very, very safe journey, because we see this quite normally nowadays that while rotating on the same vehicle, if you are a whole squad, then definitely there are a lot of chances that your squad can get the elimination if the shots gets connected on your vehicle though, from another side. But in the kill feed, just look at that team DNC, I believe, will be that squad. Which side that we can see one of the player gets knocked out by her own teammate. Like, what is going on here? But okay, not only that, that her teammate will get the knockout on her, but also will do the rev as well. So Nora, once again, she will be back in the match. Maybe she was out of the game, but finally now he's back.
Exactly. She is back, and she was the girl that needed herself. But look at that team with Doi. This time around, they have joined with only a duo. Not only with the duo, but at the same time, they have got so far 1 kill. But from the backside with the DNC's Crystals of Fire, she's going to be taken down. And right with that knockout, Team Doi, they have finally left the match. They only joined with 2 players standing. 1 kill goes to the Team APG, 1 kill goes to the Team DNG. But look at that. Team APG, they have already lost 2 of their players. Even 1 kill was gone towards the singular player from the Team Doi. But Team DNC, they got the second kill for themselves, and Team APG is already struggling from the very start. Even though they were like a 4 girl party, they've joined with a complete squad. But right now, things are not looking good for them, and they have to be really careful on how they're gonna actually perform after this. Like with this position, with this composition of the team that they have, how will they actually go forward?
Exactly, but for now, just look at the Gulfi team APG. They are in the fight. Team BS in front of them, and finally, I believe they have been eliminated as well, because Team BS play the last play that just got eliminated. It just looked like that the whole squad is now out of the game, though. But we'll have to wait for the confirmation, though. But on the very other side, it just looks like Team KKR also is quite near to the elimination as well, because they are down to the last place standing as well, and we can expect that we will have our very second squad in the game to get eliminated very shortly, though. But talking about Team BS, once again, they are still in the game. Only one player from this side has got the elimination from the match, and that will be MS. But moving towards some of the vehicles in this map in particular, definitely we saw that the Jeep where the player was just firing though, but that vehicle definitely in its own kind is that kind of vehicle that gets burst down if you just fire some of the bullets. So it's a very very risky vehicle to have though, but still it's very fast, obviously, so you can have a good rotation as well. At the same time, but Team DNC once again back to them, and now they will be up against Team BS and second,
Oh,
third, two players from the side of Team BS. More, they will get knocked out, and finally, yes, they will get the elimination as well. Team DNC, they are not coming slow.
DNC is not coming slow, even though like these girls are a three-girl party. They joined just with a trio, but the aggression that they're showing right now at the early stages of the map somewhat makes me believe that this is going to be their server. This is going to be their strong server in which they're having a better ping, a better MS than the rest of the teams, and they're utilizing it. Portal, they are completely utilizing it. Talking about the team BS that they just took down a while ago. Ona is going to be the solo hope right now for the whole team with only two first aid kits and 9 bandages in her bag. She has to be really careful on what her next move is going to be. Not only because she's somewhat near the Cosmodrome. Cosmodrome was already outside the circle. As the Cosmodrome is outside of the circle, she is 1,000 meters away and 15 seconds before even the next circle starts.
Exactly, and definitely this can be a very bad thing to have though on your side though. So we'll have to wait for it though. That at what point in time these players will rotate inside the circle, and definitely when we're talking about some of the other players outside the circle, then definitely we can talk about Team KKR last place standing here as well because she's still at the same spot that we at that spot like we saw her maybe 2 to 3 minutes before as well. So Team KKR definitely they are not in the mood to rotate from this spot though. But talking about the circle, let's look at that on Cement Factory. You can see Team Liquid 5's a floor getting knocked out outside the zone, outside the inside, in fact inside the blue zone, and definitely there are no chances for her to get the revival as well. And yes, her teammates are not gonna come back to her though. They are moving onward and they are rotating, in fact, towards a playable area. So one more player will get the elimination though. And once again, back to that same thing as already mentioned at the start of the day, that we are seeing teams, we are witnessing some of the players that maybe they are not that much in the game though, despite that they are in the game, but unfortunately that effort, the things are just lacking.
Exactly. The efforts are definitely lacking. The teams, the complete squads that we should be seeing with a total number of 20, they're not in the match today. Only 16, 17 teams, in fact, were the one that joined in the game. But Team IC and Daisy, with that K9 fire, is trying to shoot out on the Team RE. But will she get the Team RE or is she just trying to get the attention? But no, she did find the player. She did got a shot on the player, but the Team RE were lucky enough to stay in a cover position. Talking about the Team RE, we can see Sonia, O'Daddy MVP, Amaya, and Leora being in this game as well. Slowly and steadily, they are making progress. They got one kill so far, but close by to them, just look at that portal. I can still see the Team KKR in the same place that we left her right at the very start. The same rock, the same cover that she had. But now, okay, the rock cover is being given up, and Analyst is right now in a bush. So somewhat
Yes.
this I don't know what's gonna happen towards this girl because in one side there is Team RE and on the back side there is yet another team that may get the chance to spot her, and if they do spot her, it's going to be a complete disaster for this, not only this girl but for the whole team.
Surely, and from her side, it just looks like that she's playing hide and seek, and maybe she will be playing it for the rest of the match as well. If the other teams allow her to do so, or maybe if she gets spotted, then definitely the game will be over and she will be out of the match. Though, but back to the game once again, and for now we will have the fight going on between team N, I believe team number 12 and team 1S. One shot blossom once again. They are in the fight, and they definitely would love to have more and more points on this side though, because they are on the first position. They definitely are going to have that chance for themselves to get that prize of 300 Canadian dollars on that number one spot though. So definitely the battle is on here. But for Team Liquid 5, one of the player already she has got the elimination from the match. That was Flores already mentioned. She was outside the zone, got the elimination, and now Mew Mew she got knocked out as well. But finally she has got the rev from Fury, and then now they are back to the duo standing as well. But in front of them, it's a whole squad. It's a complete squad. And things are once again not looking good, and the things in fact are not going to be on the side of Team Liquid 5.
Definitely, this might not be the fight for the Team Liquid 5 in this case scenario because it's a 4 versus 2. Team Liquid 5 already has lost Floor, one of their amazing player, but with the fires, with like a complete squad against you, it's a really difficult situation. Jiaobu is trying to enter out this area with the UMP fire on a corner. She does take out Meow Meow, finishing off from just the side, leaving only as a Fury the final hope of the team, and Fury straight up right after that was taken out by the team Indy as well. No efforts done from the team Indy. They just like took those kills like bread takes not bread, like a knife takes butter for on it. But 4 kills Portal, early stages. This is the second squad that got eliminated at this time, and with that, Team Indy not only is trying to make a comeback, is trying to make their way to the first of the crown area in the points table. They have to be careful not lose their players because we have seen firsthand how losing a single player in these matches do to the team.
Yes, and we will talk about this fight in particularly right after some time though. But for now, definitely we'll have to go towards our circle shift, and we'll see where the circle has gone because the third stage is done and dusted. Now the fourth stage has just started, and the circle definitely has once again got another shape. We can see this circle now. Dobromesto is now right at the edge of the circle. In fact, those compounds that are in the area of Dobromesto are going to be playable for the teams here. And then on the when on the right side of Dobromesto, we can still expect a lot of action because Team Stalwart is there, Team Indy is out there, Team RE they are still standing there, the Team NEK. Yes, they are also inside the circle though. But some of the teams like Team One Shot, they have to almost somehow maybe 50 meters. Maybe they will have to get inside the circle, and then Team DNC they will have to just get themselves inside a circle as well. But if we talk about some fights, then we can have one fighter in particularly outside the circle, outside this playable area between Team BS and Team Wallstreetbets because these are the two teams that are outside the circle. And in fact, they are right in front of each other. And in this fight, Team BS definitely is not not in a good spot because they have got their very last place standing in the game. She's just trying a level best to get the survival for her team. But Team Wall Street Bets, they are not in the mood to let her go.
Exactly, they're not in the mood to let her go. They want that kill desperately right now for themselves. Ona is also trying desperately to survive in this area. That is one of the reasons that leaving the land, she's right now living under the water, under the sea. But this is definitely not gonna do good for her because this is the fourth stage portal already. We can see the damage, how the damage is affecting her, and on top of that, the lungs damage, like staying outside the like inside of that water for too long does towards this girl's lung. The damage was amazing. She did manage to survive, get in like a particular position where the team WSB cannot see them, but Ona, as the solo hope, she is trying her level best, and I say it again, level best to survive for as long as possible. Team WSP, they have left the place, but on the other side we can see the team Indy finally taking their shots against the team SE, in which case scenario Jesly with that G36C knocking out Liuk. Oh my god, Jesly was that girl that not only got like 2 kills for the team out of the 4, but even right now with the first initial knock, Team Indy, is this like a comeback for them right now, Portal, or what?
Definitely, this can be a comeback game for them, though, and that was some good connection. In fact, from the side of this player as well, from this team, once again on the side of Team Stalwart, that we just witnessed. Though, so Team Indy definitely they are looking in a good mood. They have this kind of a thing in themselves that they, whenever they go in the fights, they just try to wind that up as soon as possible, and then get those skill points to them for themselves and get themselves onto the top spots as well because definitely that gives them a more booster and gives them more points in total as well. But Team APG, what was is that APG versus Team Wall Street Bets right in front of them, one of the vehicle just passed away, and then out of that vehicle, one player gets knocked out right after that. She was just trying to get inside the house, I believe, though. But Team APG definitely they are not going to stop here. Scarlet with the Molotovs, her teammates on the very other side with the fires as well, and Team APG they are definitely going to take on Team of Wall Street Bets very shortly. But the numbers are on not on their side. Numbers are not favoring them. It's a 2v3
Oh.
fight, and APG needs to be more careful though. But still, with the Molotovs, they are still very much interested in taking the fight. So, but I seen in the kill feed, they already got Team I1S out of the match.
Exactly, they got a complete squad out of the match right at that time, and Even the kill feeds from the team MVP, we can see them like taking some initiative fights as well. They're getting some knockouts in this fights for themselves, for the team. In which case, right now, team MVP is against the team RE. One kill was done. Team STE versus the team RUKH in the fight scenario as well. But with the fights, with the engagements that is happening constantly in different places, different areas, we have to see who is gonna have the most kill out of this particular places. Talking about the team STE, they have taken down a Nature so far. Nature is being almost like eliminated with the grenade throwables. Duka still has 3 kills, but she has finally spotted her position against the team Indy as well. 2 kills, 2 knockouts from the team STE against this team. But will the team STE get their kills? Because there are still 14 team portals in this area. There is still one chance that their kills could have been stolen. But the team KKR analyst knocking out the final RUKHS players, getting the both killed on the team STE side. With that, now 13 teams are going to be still surviving. 40 players are going to be alive in this area. Team STE is reviving out their players. Team MVP is against the players of the team RE. But I want to see the team IC and the way that these girls are actually aggressing, the way that these girls are actually getting the kills for themselves. So far, 5 kills. There goes the 6th kill, 7th kill, and there we have it, the 8th kill for the team, out of which, look at that, PlaySci single-handedly got 6 kills for herself. A total of 11 teams are going to be surviving in this area. Team NAK, they're no longer into the game. MVP, once again into the kill feed, we can see against the team RE, fighting, getting like knockouts, but the team MVP, they like had overcome the team RE and got the kills for them. And with that, now they're 3 girls alive and with 4 kills in their backpack.
Yes, and definitely we have witnessed a great fight back by some of the teams in this matchup, though, and definitely that solo performance by the side of PlaySci with 6 kills will stand out towards the end of the game. But for Team Cake, yeah, the last man standing, the solo play, she's still in the game. We just shortly witnessed that she just got one kill for herself in the match as well. But Team MVP, talking about them as well, they've got 4 kills. They've got 3 of the players alive in the match as well, and right in front of them there is a whole squad. Team Indy in front of them, but Indy with the Molotov, one of the players will take down Glory, and then Team MVP in fact will be down to the last player standing, the Dream. She gets knocked out as well. 2 players now down, though one has got the elimination as well. Zaupo with the need, she takes down a Dream and in fact gets her eliminated from the match as well. But Twitty, triangle level best, doing some free fires though. But lucky enough though, that need was just in front of her, and it just looked like that she will be taken out with the need though. But fortunately for that, she's still in the game. But Team ICN Kanom,
What?
ICN's Kanom, in fact, she has been eliminated as well, one by one. The speed of the eliminations, in fact, this is what we are witnessing though. That one by one, each and every single team has to suffer. And in fact, in particular, those teams that were outside the zone, we can see that now they are being taken by by that blue zone damage.
Exactly, the teams that are outside, they are definitely taken by the blue zone damage. But look at that MVP Tweety, she's going to be the solo player alive. Team ST, they're aggressing on towards this girl. Baby with that fire, knocking her out, finishing it off right at that point. Team Wallstreetbets, these girls are also surviving with the duo, but the fights are not gonna stop, because right after Team ST take down Team MVP, Indy is gonna be right in front of them, knocking one player out of the Team ST. They're gonna finish her off, get the kill for themselves. 6th kill so far. And with the 7th kill on the way, Duka was taken down with the DBS action. With the DBS action, another player gets taken down, finished off right at that point. That means the Team STE is going to be alive with just a single player left. Liuk is going to be that player. She's going to cook up a grenade. She's going to throw it up. But before she do that, she did cook up a molly, knocked Dovi out right at that point. She jumped out of this area, but Liuk, she couldn't do anything else, because Just Lee got that kill for the team. With now all of the players still alive, Portal. Amazingly done by this team. Not just eliminating some of the players, but the whole squad of the Team STE. They're on their level best right now. Team Indy is finally making a great, and I say a great domination in this match.
Exactly, and we are in fact so close to the end of this match as well, because now only 6 teams are left, and we have got 14 players in the game, out of which Team Indy has got a complete squad. They are a full squad standing in the game with the 9 kills to their name, though. So we can hope for more and more kills to this team side, though. We can maybe expect a winner in a second as well. But for Team KKR, finally that solo play standing, that survival comes to an end, and it will be that number 6 spot at which Team KKR will finish off today in the very first match in Asia, though. But for team, and then we will see Muffin getting knocked out as well. The other three players, they're still in the game, though. Players maybe will be going for that rev though. Catwins, she was rotating on the vehicle. We'll have to see where was she going though. But Koi on the other side, she's using some smokes as well, spreading the smokes, and will try to use that virtual cover for her teammates. Will try to use that cover for herself to get on though, because she has to get inside the circle, I believe, as well. But talking about the playable area, there are only for now two teams that are looking inside the circle, not completely in the circle, but only two teams that are fighting to get themselves inside the circle. Team Indy on one side and Team NN on the very other side. And at times they are on the receiving side, and now it will be Team Indy getting the shots, and now they have got one of the players knocked out as well.
Definitely, they have got one of the player knocked out as well. But on the other side, just look at that. The team APG, they're also suffering. PS the Onna, this girl is still alive, knocking one player not, two players down. Another team gets taken down. But right after that, team Wallstreetbets, they're fighting against the team Indy, and at the same time, the team NN. Right at that time, Storm did got like a single knockout for herself, but that is all right now because she's just gonna like hold that dip down for her team because not only this team is kind of like at a disadvantageous position as they're like only two players alive in this match. Team Indy, on the other hand, they're all four players alive, throwing grenades, 12 total kills. Cat wins might just get like that grenade on herself because not only that, she's also the solo player right now surviving for the whole team. A singular grenade can make her demise, and there we go with the Japu's grenade. She's gonna be taken down, leaving the fight towards these two teams. 6 total players are remaining, out of which 4 are from the team Indy, 2 are from the team Wallstreetbets, and this is that time that the team have to like make a comeback. Team Wallstreetbet, this is the only moment that they're gonna have as Team Indy is rotating from their cars. They can take at least one if player down. They can maybe have a better chance.
Definitely, and we will have to just wait for it though, because it's a 2v4 situation as far as I see though, because Team India they still have their four players standing in the game,
Oh
and
my
finally
god.
yes, that will take it. That will in fact take down Team via Wall Street bets towards the end of the match, and it will be Team India getting the winner second winner as well. And once again, as we already mentioned. And in fact, in between this match, though, almost in that mid phase, that it can be Team Indy getting the winner second winner. This can be a comeback game by the side, and finally, yes, it was a comeback match by Team Indy. They got the kills to their side, like 14 kills,
15.
I believe, in the game, though 15 kills, in fact, in the match to finish, though, and still. Team Indy definitely they just are looking like this that they are not finished yet, and they definitely has got the start for today. They've got 30 points to start. There's a fifth day though, and that this is that kind of a comeback that we want to see from other teams as well. We want to see the competition on that point table. We want to see some more contenders for that number one spot, because otherwise it will be all easy for team of one shot blossom. Because as already mentioned before this match, that overall standing post match 12, it just clearly tells us that one shot blossom was at number one position with 145 points. So you just have to do this if you just want to have a comeback, that you just have this particular day just for you for yourself, because this is the fifth day, and this can be a comeback day for you. Otherwise maybe the things won't work for you on the last day, because of that pressure that definitely takes the most experienced ones at time as well.
Agreed, Portal. The way that the pressure builds up on you as the days are coming to a close, this is going to be the second last day, out of which now the first match has been done and dusted, leaving only 2 more matches for today and tomorrow. We already know it's a chaotic. It's going to be a chaotic day because it's a Sandhawk. The teams already will take the early aggression, and tomorrow will decide who will have the crown for the Global Girl Championship Season 2. But before we go over to our second match, which will be played in once again Weekendy, but Middle East server, we will have to go on a very, very short break. So you guys stay here, stay connected with us. Make sure you like the stream, make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the stream as much as possible because we will still have 2 more matches today to be done and dusted. Team Indy this time around getting 15 points straight up from the winner chicken dinner, 15 from the kill field, and with a total of 30 points in a singular match. Will we be able to spot this action like this from a different team in the rest of the 2 matches? That is the main question. So stay here and we will find the answers.
So, assalamu alaikum everyone, and once again, welcome back to the Liquid5 presents a Global Girls Championship Season 2. And once again, this is the grand finale stage of the tournament that we are in for. And today is the fifth day of the grand finale. In fact, today is the second last day of the grand finale. And tomorrow will be the last day, and we will conclude this grand finale as well. But before concluding this event, though, in fact, we would like to once again welcome to you all to the Caster Desk. And once again, this will be your Caster Gaming Portal YT, and alongside me is for another time. Torix, so Torix, so welcome back to you as well. How are you right after the break as well?
For this time, for all the time, Portal. But yes, I am with you in this Caster Dusk. I was amazed by the last match, the way the team played. In fact, the way that they got the winner chicken dinner. All four of the players still
Yes.
standing, amazingly done by them. But now with this, the second match, the second last match, in fact, of the second last day, has finally started, and we will have to see who's gonna take this match as a winner chicken dinner for themselves. Because straight up jumping to our second match, which will be played in the Middle East server, we will see the playing line being formed, starting from Vihar towards the Kantra side. This side, I'm telling you, it's going to be a chaotic for the teams, because southern area, I'm not seeing that many teams choosing southern side for themselves. They always choose the northern region, Dobro, Mestro, Goroka, or even like a Peshkova areas. But now the plain line that has gone towards the southern region, they are forced to like take the early stages fight. They're forced to like take even clash drops at this position, because they want to make sure that they do try to go towards the northern areas. But the circle, how will the circle form, and how will the circle give its Q? And there we have it. Circle give its Q towards the northern region. Zavava, Coal Mine, Mount Kresnik, Goroka, and Krichas. Those are the areas right now that are still inside of that safe zone.
Well, definitely, we already have a very interesting start to this match, though, because we saw flight path that was totally on the opposite side, and then we see a circle just like this. So definitely troubles are forming up for the teams. Troubles are waiting for the teams, and we will see some of the teams struggling, even getting into the zone as well, because they will have
Oh.
fights with other teams. They will see some of the teams that will be waiting for them, and then right after getting into those fights, we will see that some of the eliminations in terms of players and in terms of squads as well. But before talking about some of this like eliminations, we will have to talk about the team clashes, the drop clashes. If we talk about that, we already are seeing team ETP, and right nearby them there are already two to three more squads as well. So it will be quite interesting to see though how the fights will go on this area though, because team ETP definitely they have to get more points. But in particular, talking about Team MVP, they are actually with one of those squads as well. That is a nearby Team ETP.
Exactly, Team ETP, Team Indy, and MVP are these three teams that are forming up a clash at the Garoka. Tweety right now still looting herself with more like ammunitions, more like good guns, and with that, now she's gonna have an M4 and an AKM. But look at that portal, she does not have a vest. She still doesn't have a vest for herself. So that means whether she has a good guns or if she's lacking somewhere in this area, even if she get a single or like a 2 to 3 bullets on her, it's going to be a complete disaster for this girl right at that time. So not only the team MVP has to be really careful, but look at their formations in the mini map. We can see a 2-2 split cell. Even though that 2-2 split cell is kind of like close by to each other, still two players are being formed up in a different angle. Two players are on a different scenario. Similarly, team ETP, as we are even looking at them, we can see all four of the players kind of scattered in a singular, like a different compounds. With the team Indy, they're the ones that are throwing grenades at them. Soso did like got some nades nearby her, but she was lucky enough to she was lucky enough to survive in that area. Indy, on the other hand, they're in the backside as well. They're having the most of the Garuka area for themselves, not only for the loot, but for the cover sides as well.
Yes, and surely we will have to just wait for this fight. Definitely to have the ending or maybe to have the start for now, because the fight almost has just got the start, but definitely no connection whatsoever from both the teams though. So Team ETP with the with the grenades in return that were just thrown on them, they got no damage on themselves, and then the fires are getting from going from their side as well. They got no connection whatsoever as well. So we'll have to wait more and more for this fight to begin though. But for Team BS. We can clearly see Team Liquid 5 is quite nearby them, and Team Liquid 5 versus Team BS. This can be another fight in the match as well. And talking about the overall plays in this match, though, we definitely again have 17 teams in total. Three of the teams, once again, they haven't joined the match, though. Definitely that same thing for them, though, that maybe they have just gave up for this grand finale. But for the other teams, though, that were again in this in the very first match of the weekend as well. Some more players, definitely they have joined the match, and only two players is that number that we are not seeing in this match with the 17 teams. But going about talking about some of the fights already, one fight has just happened right in front of us, and it will be Team MVP having their player out of the match, and Glory will be that player who just got the elimination.
Exactly. Glory was the girl that was annihilated at that time by the hand of Team ETP, but I don't blame her. She was kind of AFK at that time, and in that case, Team ETP did enter out that area, got the kill. That was an easy kill for themselves. So, not only that the Team ETP right now has a great start, but the team ETP has already destroyed the momentum of the team MVP. Similarly, into the kill feed, we can see the team NEK and the team 1S finally engaging with one another in this case scenario. And as they're finally engaging, we can see not just the kills but the finishes off as well. Nina was super low on that HP. She did go for the healing, but at the same time, she was taken off. She was picked off, finished off right at that point, leaving only NEK Candy as the final hope. But look at that. Zeus is also knocked down from the team 1S. Serena is trying to go towards her teammate to revive her up, but will Candy let that happen? Will Candy let the player be revived up, not get the kill for her team? And yes, that is going to what's going to happen, because Candy is going to be the solo player. She do not want to make any kind of move that will put her team in a disadvantageous location, and that is one of the reasons that she's still staying in the back. She's not over aggressing in towards this area. But in the kill feed, we also saw that the team Indy last match, the way that these girls have played, it was just amazing. But right now, they're being forced against the team MVP, in which case two of the players are going to be taken down, Japu and Vitamins. The only hope for the teams, they have to take the reinforcement. They have to go for the fight with a Molly being thrown at Mina's side. Will she be on fire? Will she get the damage? And the answer will be no, because she's already reviving her teammate up from a different angle nearby this broken wall. And as soon as this player is going to be revved up, things might not look good for them. Bina right now has a molly in her hand too. She's gonna throw it up right at the Vitamins. Vitamins cover is no longer viable. She did went into the backside, and with the formation of a 2-2 girls squad right now, they might have a better chance. Now it's a duo, maybe even a trio, if the player that is Jesly being revved up.
Exactly, and on both the sides, we can clearly see that the revival is being carried up, and Team Indy definitely they will once again have Jesse back in the game. Though it will be a 2v3 situation between both these teams. But talking about Team MVP as well, I believe they've got the third player revved up once again as well. So we will have an equal fight this time around, as the fight once again will start though. But for Team Liquid 5. They've already just got one of the players out of the match, though. Team Liquid 5's Bum Bum. She's nobody in the match, though. Meow Meow with that one kill in the match as well. But Team MVP back to them once again. And unfortunately for them, though, their third player that we were talking about, maybe she will be back in the game. Unfortunately, she just could not get the rev, though. But Team ATP, they are just not stopping it, though. They are rushing on Team MVP, and Mima is going to be that girl who's
What?
almost there. It just look like that she will be knocked out. But fortunately for that, she will still stand there. The Shah Molotov takes down Team ATP's knee, and Team ATP on the very other side. They are looking on the receiving side, the receiving end. They need to be more careful, although it was a 2v4 fight. But still, the way Team MVP is just taking this fight, though, hats off to them, and they are still proving that they are in this game. They are, in fact, still, although they are two in number, but they are a complete squad to represent, though, and Team MVP will try the level best and will go for it. And once again, one more knockout to the side of Team MVP and Team ATP. One of the player once again gets a knockout as well. Team ATP's Bell,
Oh,
now she's on the backside. She needs to provide the cover. Knee takes on Mema, and now it's down to the last
what?
player standing. Team MVP in front of them, and finally, yes, they will get her out of the match as well. And it will be Team MVP getting the elimination from the match, and it will be Team ATP getting the kills when Knee will be that player who will have a 3 kills. In fact, two of the players were in front of her. I don't know how just she got 3 kills though, but maybe one was from another fighter. But still, Team
Yeah.
ETB, they are still surviving.
Exactly. They're still surviving with 4 kills in their backpack and 3 out of 3, which goes towards the knee. So it's a great thing. But on the other side, Vitamin has also spotted Mai was taken down right at that time. As soon as the gun is out of the bullet, she changes the gun. Instead of going for the reload, she don't want to waste any kind of time. Jiaopu is on the backside as well. Vitamin was that girl that did got the knockout, but Jezli, is her grenade going to be enough to reach out the players? The answer will be no, because the grenade did got somewhat in the close section, but not enough to get the damage on towards the players. But if we are talking about the team ETP as well, we also have to see how well are they forming up here, because not only they have revved up the player, but the team Indy, the way that these girls have the upper hand for themselves, this might just be team ETP's bad situation, because they were not faced with this. They knew inside of that house there was a team, and that was one of the reasons they were so confident that they could aggress over there. They had the better ping, they had the better MS. But now once again, at the same section, at the same fight, it's once again the chances, the question of who has the better MS, who has the better ping, and should we aggress on them, because the way that the team ETP is one of the player Mai was knocked out, this will put a little bit, I'd say, a little bit of pressure onto the team. But look at that, Team Indy has left out that way too before. One Asana has taken out Indy Vitamin. At the same time, Jiaopu into the kill feed was also taken down. But the team Wallstreetbets, the girls, these girls are also surviving. And look at that, a singular fire with a car explosion. A team Indy is no longer in the game.
Definitely, and this is a disaster for Team Indy as well as for us as well, because we weren't expecting this after a very good performance in the previous match, because they got the winner chicken, and that with a domination with 15 kills to their side. In total 30 points were taken by this squad though. But back to some other teams as well, back to the fights, because Team Rukh once again they're in the fight as well, and they are taking down Team Stalwart players, and as well as one of their players has been knocked out as well. So Team Rukh versus Team Stalwart. Stalwart's Duke. Duka, in fact, she's gonna be in front of Saunders. Saunders is just trying to take that player out of the match, but unfortunately, Wisdom gets in a way, and Saunders will have to take down first Team Solvert's other player. Then on the very other side, I see that one of the, in fact, second player from the Team Solid will get knocked out as well. So Team Rook, they are not stopping it. They are not gonna just stop themselves in this very area, but they will aggress on Team Solid and will try the level best to take the whole squad out of the match. And that definitely will be Team Solid. But Team Solid, we'll talk about them later on. But for now, Team BS versus Team Liquid 5, another fight in front of us. And at this point in time, it will be Team Liquid 5 that they are looking good. And it just looks like that once again, they are back in the game, because their opponent team is down to the very last player.
Definitely, their player is going to be the very last player down. That is going to be the team BS. But we were talking about the team RUKH, the way that they changed the position right at that time, the aggression, the different areas fight that is constantly happening in this area. It's just amazing, Portal, because as soon as we move towards that one team that is actually taking the fight suddenly stops. The fight just instantly goes from 100 to 0 at a singular a snap. But now team RUKH, they did got a single kill on the team STE. Team STE is facing some kind of backlashes at this time, and that is one of the reasons that they don't want to engage any more into the fights. But on the other side, as the team at Liquid5 Esports, they were getting into the fights as well, getting another kill, getting their fourth, in fact, a kill, a complete squad wipeout. Only two players are going to be surviving. Meow Meow and Bam Bam were the two girls that were eliminated during this period, during this a complete rotation, whether it's outside the circle, whether they were trying to survive outside. Even though they were trying to do a good job, they still lost two of their players, but at the cost of four of the kills. So somewhat in this, at this point, it's justified, but they still have to make a comeback for themselves if they want to have a good position points. And as we're talking about the circle damage that is happening on towards the team Liquid 5, we cannot forget the circle shift, because this is the stage 3. Stage 4 is almost going to be formed up in 30 seconds.
Exactly, and then we will see our very next circle, and we'll have to wait for that though. Where will the circle once again go to do, and where the teams right now are standing at? That definitely will be a question as well on this spot. So that will they be able to get themselves inside the playable area, or will they have to rotate on vehicles, or how will they in fact get themselves into that playable area? Though, but finally the time has come. Though we'll wait for it. We'll have to see the
Oh.
circle, and finally there we have it. The circle goes to the side of team, to the team Wall Street Bets, team RE, team APG, team Stalwart, who are just inside the circle, and then we can see on the very end of the circle, Team ETB once again they are inside a circle as well. But in particular, it is going to be coal mine area where the circle shift has just gone though. But for Team ICN, they definitely have to rotate Team NN. They are rotating as well, and we definitely are expecting more fights as a team. Will teams will try to get themselves inside this playable area now.
I agree that the teams do have to finally get in the fights because there are still 13 teams portal left. This fourth stage, the radius that it has, it's not enough for every single team to like formed up into a safer side. Some of the teams, majority of the teams, I'd say, they have to like initiate the fight. They have to like either be killed or get the kills for themselves, get the areas for themselves. So they have to like step up at this time. This is that moment that they have to step up, whether it's like the outside the circle teams, whether it's like you're inside of that circle and you're holding out that position. If you cannot hold it out long enough, somewhat eventually someone is gonna come eventually and take your spot out of you. Team ETP right now is being faced up with a similar kind of situation as the team KKR approaches close by towards them. They are forced to retreat into the backside. They are forced to retreat to like form up once again together as a four-man party, four-girl party in fact. But the team KKR, they're already two girls standing, but the team that is the team ETP, they don't know about this right now.
Exactly, and talking about Team KKR in particular, definitely they are the ones who just did not have a good start today for today matches though, and they were the ones who just took maybe like 4 to 5, I think, a 4 placement point for themselves because they one of the players just took their team to that number 6 spot eventually, and they had those 4 placement points. Right? And apart from them, apart from those 4 points, I don't think so that we saw a good match for Team KKR in particular. So Team KKR, they definitely will have to make a comeback in this match and in the next match as well. But we'll wait for that comeback though. And for now, we will move on to Team NN, who are still going good in this match. They have already got 4 of the players alive still in the game. They've got focus, but that circle once again. Look at this circle. Though circle once again has just got the shift, and we clearly can see that the teams will have to come back once again to where maybe they were, or maybe they will have to now take some shift as well, just like the circle did, because some of the teams again are outside the circle now. Team APG now they are outside the circle. Team Wall Street, but just look at them. They are the ones who are at like the largest distance from that playable area. Then Wall Street bets at one point when the last circle just took that shift, it just looked like that they will be on an advantage position. But this is how the circle behaves at times. So, but Team RE, what is going on here? The team ICN is taking down Team RE players, and RE they are just looking like they can be that one who will just get out themselves out of the game. Then finally, yes, Team ICN,
Oh,
the last place standing for them will have the better of it. Team RE
agree.
will have the better of it. Team RE gets the elimination.
I totally agree. Team Ari did try to like nimble out the situation for themselves, but with the play say Ayer's DBS in hand, she did took out two of the players of the team Ari, getting them eliminated right at that point, saving at least one of their players. That is going to be play Sai. She got both of the kills for herself. Team ICN right now with two players still surviving. Kanom and Daisy were not able to being survived, dressed up at this point. They were eliminated by the team Ari. They did the damage. They got the damage. The ICN received it, but still, they're the one that is standing up strong after all of this fight. But as we're talking about the fight, we cannot forget different actions fight, in which case team NN is trying their level best to take out the team Wall Street Bets. They did the damage, but look at that portal, the way Catwins did the spray. There was a chance she could have gotten the players down, but somewhat of that area she was not like truly, I'd say, confident in her like self that is one of the reasons that she choked out the spray. She could have gotten the player down, but on the other side, in the backside, there is a team RUKH that is being aggressed upon by the same team. That is the team and the grenades are being thrown. Team ETP into the kill feed. We can see they are getting fight against the team Wallstreetbets. They're engaging, they're getting into the fights, but as we see the team RUKH with only and only 3 players are still standing into the match, team NN might just over aggress on them. Sonder is super low on that HP. She's gonna heal herself, but the Molly is gonna make its way, knocking not 1 but 2 players out with the muffins and like a Molly. Now team RUKH is down towards the last player, which is the Nature. Just look at that, not only the knockout, but 1 player got eliminated right at that point. Team NN, they're also facing some wrath of the fires from different angles, different team shots, but Nature is not letting this opportunity go by to take the third party shots on the team, and then they're throwing the grenades. The team RUKH is retaliating. A solo player right now, that is Nature, is making sure that at least she gets some good points for herself. But the team ICN against the team NN, this thing is also happening into the kill feed, and as we see the team NN also facing some wrath, one of the player like a Muffin is giving up the revival to Karmiz.
And definitely, and she was giving that revival though, but finally that revival definitely has been done now. Team NL once again back to the 4 players standing, and now they are rotating as well. So we will see some rotations now. We are definitely closing up in this match as well, and we are so close to witness our second winner of the today's matches as well. But for Team ETB, once again, one of the players, she just has been eliminated to Team Wallstreetbets. They're already down to the last 2 players. So Team ETB in front of them once again. Team Wallstreetbets Mata, in fact, she will take a 1 down. She will have the second one as well. Back-to-back kills for her, but then she finally goes on as well. It will be Baby now that will have to take there's a responsibility for her team though. But unfortunately, she's so far from her teammate. Then she will have to fight though, and finally they will have it. Okay, one of the players once again, she will be eliminated as well. And Team Wallstreetbets, 1 by 1, they have got 3 kills to their name, but unfortunately, that number advantage is not on their side, and Baby will have to take this responsibility now that she just has to carry the team to as much in the match as much possible, because maybe from this spot she can take her team to like top 5 spot or maybe top 4 as well, because still there is a good possibility, there's a good chance to do that as well. But Team and what they are up to, all 3 players in the same vehicle.
Exactly, to all the 3 players in the same vehicle, and this is not good because Muffin being knocked out. Karma has to make the fight all for herself. Kamzi, she has to make sure that not only she survived from the team APG's aggression, but at the same time from the team, I think that is the team 1S. They were the one on the tabletops after like 4 days matches, but now they're making a comeback once again. Portal, all 4 of the players are going to be alive. Karma has given out the revival towards the Cat wins. This gives the opportunity to the team 1S to get more kills for themselves already. Already 15 kills to this team. Oh my god, Portal, just look at that. Look at their domination. Look at their annihilations on the different teams. There are still 17 teams. 7 teams, in fact, left. 15 players into the match. But this team, all the 4 players not only are alive, they have the circle, but with the 15 kills already in their backpack, even if they get eliminated here, it's still a good points. And there we go, Barbie was taken down by Hana Zafire. Almost the finish off was done, but no, Hana was also pushed back into the same place from the team APG side. Talking about this team, they're doing wonders. They are doing wonders for themselves, and even with that Thompson fire, definitely one as Zeus was able to found out the player, knock out another one, get a second almost a kill for themselves. But at the same time, Sarina, she was also knocked down. From the backside, we can see the team APG. They're entering out this area. They're making sure that they aggress in this particular region as well. Team NN, they're outside the houses, the compounds, that they can take the fights as well. All the players, all the teams are actually right now face to face against each other in the fights, in the engagement section. Team 1S, they're not leaving their house, even though one of the players that is going to be Zeus has finally been taken down. But Team ETP, as they're fighting with the team ICN, they got them totally annihilated. Kaito was also eliminated by Cat wins. Cat wins got Scarlet kills. Rashu was taken down by KK. In fact, 1S Hana, and this marks not only the 15th but the 18th kill. 9 kills solo right now for Hana, and this girl, she did again a 1v2.
Definitely, and I think this is not gonna be the, like first or second 1v, or maybe 1v2 or 1v3 in the match, because she's got 9 kills to her name, so we can expect maybe more than that though. But Hana, definitely, this has been that name that we have seen performing consistently, and Team One has been that team that we saw on the leaderboard top as well, and definitely this comeback will help them once again to retain that number one spot, and as well as get the lead from the other teams as well. But Team NN versus Team One is now, just to finish off this game. We'll have to wait for it. Still, it's not over because
Oh,
still it's a 2v3 situation. Team one is Zuzu. She will have to be out of this game. Though Cat wins, she will have the kill. Though Team NN, they are still in front of Team one is Hana. She's throwing some Molotov, some grenades, but unfortunately. The connection is not there, and her grenades are not finding the players, not finding the targets, and but still they're not giving up. Still they are just trying the level best. Then Team NN still holding that compound, though still waiting for team 1S to make a mistake, and this definitely is the only way that can help team N in this particular position, because whenever you just have that number disadvantage, just wait for your opponents to make a mistake.
exactly. You have to wait for in fact, you have to wait for the opponents to, in fact, push on you instead. And that not only gives you a slight advantage against the team, but right now, as the team 1S has like two players inside of that compartment, one player outside, Serena is blocking out all of the views from the team, and the smokes, the throwables, they're all using that. They have already used all of that on towards the other team, and then they have also used out all of their throwables, all of their utilities that they had. 13 kills for the team NN as well, so that is a big number. Portal, that is also a big number. Whether it's like going to be 16 kill winner chicken dinner that we're gonna see, or it's whether the 20 kills, not 10. We're not talking about double digits on 10, but 20 kills. But with that Catman's fire, somewhat Serena did got the damage, but she also survived. She went straight back into towards the compartment, the circle. They're on the both teams. Both of the teams that have the circle for themselves. This is going to be the stage 9 for the team. As soon as the stage 9 starts, now no one is going to be inside of that circle. Every single player has to get outside, but the Cat wins. Being outside has knocked out one of the players. Karmais has knocked out Serena. Hana takes a 1v1 fight, but Cat wins did her amazingly, knocking her out, getting her finished off. And Team NN, right at that point, even though they were like at a disadvantaged position, they killed all of the three players from the team of 1S. And remember, Portal, 1S was that team that was holding out these compounds. They had the complete control of this position, and Team NN just took that away from themselves, took it for theirself, get the kills, get the winner chicken dinner, and that winner chicken dinner was somewhat already reserved for the team 1S, that they just took it out of their mouth.
Definitely, and a great matchup definitely for a team NN to have though, and a great performance towards the end of the match, where it was just supposed to be though, that it will be team 1S getting the winner chicken dinner. They had the numbers advantage, they had the kills to their side. At one point, it was a 4v2 if team 1S had the fourth player back in the game, but then unfortunately they just could not manage that, and then we saw team NN two women standing, we saw team 1S a three player standing, and towards the end we saw a great comeback and a great winner chicken for team NN as well, for team No Name though. And once again, these are the comebacks that go a long way, that make a great difference on the points table, and we'll see what sort of a difference we will witness now after this match on our points table though. But before we move on to our last match of the day, before we talk about our overall standings, it's that will be our last match of the fifth day of the grand finale. So don't go anywhere else. Stay tuned. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And we will be right back after this very short break.